What's the order, Jahan, before you hit go?
Oh, you know, we're live right now.
Oh,
We are?
I already clicked it. Yeah.
He already clicked.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Place Icons.
No, Jahan. What's the order?
No, the order. It'll be me. I'm gonna introduce the stream, and then Gary will go.
Behind
and then,
the scenes.
You know what? We'll go with Corbinian, and then we'll go with Jordan, and then we'll go with Rune.
Okay.
And then I'll explain the giveaway, you know, and then, you know, talk about the new emotes that we have. But
what do you want me to do? Do you want me to...
Just be yourself, Gary. Just be yourself.
Okay.
All right.
That real Bill O'Reilly energy. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it. But yeah, hey, welcome to Fresh Out the Box. We play icons and stuff, but Steve Canson, he sent us the book because he likes us, because we're cool personal friends, actually. Number one personal friends. I'm Jahan, and I'm the Game Master, and we have a great show for you tonight.
I'm Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host, and I woke up this morning and started texting people about my superpowers in the game and how excited I was. And so I've just been ready for like 12 hours to be a superhero. Really loving this new game and this. Did you have me muted the whole time?
No, you phased out of like reality for a second there.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm happy to be here.
Gary's happy to be here.
What a great game. What great people.
And I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, a tabletop role-playing game and video game variety streamer here on Twitch. And I am going to be playing Wolfgang Aidendale today with these wonderful, wonderful people.
Hi, I'm Jordan. You can find me at @Lambertra. I do a lot of tabletop streaming and pop culture talking heads garbage. I'm going to work on this. We're going to workshop who I am, and I'll get back to you all. Tonight, I'll be playing Madame Leota, fortune teller turned superhero.
Hi, everybody, and in case if any of my old guildmates showed up, greetings to the Silver Age Sentinels. In any case, I'm nobody important on the internet, but I go by Rune, real name Riley, and I will be playing tonight the runaway high school-aged young man named Blake who can transform into Duskwing the Dangerous, a mighty beast of mythical power. And can't wait to jump into this lovely game with all these lovely people.
Hell yeah, we do have a Silver Ace Sentinel in the chat. Shout out to Gusto Zura. And also,
Hey,
yes, you're absolutely right, Alicia. Jordan is a whole mood. I feel like workshopping who you are is just life. But yeah, so yeah, check out our new emotes. We have new emotes available to anyone that just simply follows the channel. We got Green Run and Fresh Out the Box. And also, we do giveaways here on the stream all the time. So why wouldn't you follow? Right now, hashtag Icons gets you in for a chance to win your very own super-powered Icons Assembled Edition book, courtesy of Steve Kenson himself. So, hell yeah. Last time, in the Crossroads, our heroes were down by the wharf, and they fought the Mobster Lobster and his crab rangoons. After which, you guys all kind of coincidentally met there, except for one of you who was tasked with watching all of you. And eventually you met up at a sandwich shop and discussed business. We did a bit of back in time kind of stuff. We got to see what happened to you guys during the Fracture incident, when an interdimensional space portal opened up, and then there appears Corbinian, the tricorn wearing man of fancy, himself. But yeah, so after all of that stuff happened, you were introduced to the mayor of the Crossroads by Gary's character. And you were then minted as a new superhero troupe. You were then accosted by a journalist by the name of Bessie Gray, courtesy of one of our viewers. And yeah, that's where we ended on that one. You guys are back. You're this newly minted superhero team. I imagine it's been a couple days, so that you don't have to necessarily be like, what's this? What's that? How does this work? You know, like there was a bit of a onboarding process. You guys have your, membership cards, that kind of thing.
I'd like to make it clear that if it's all right with you guys, Duskwing is only going to be known as Duskwing. Like, you guys might know that he can transform into Blake Darcel, but the world at large and the mayor and all them, they just have like a collar that they put on him with an identification tag, and he can talk, but he's not going to like tell people who he really is or that he can transform or any of that. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I will try not to blow your secret.
Secrets are a part of the superhero world. So yeah, let's get used to it, y'all. So no, it's not another Mormon spaceship. I'm sorry. I put a lot of Mormons in my past games, not on purpose. They were in the canon. It's not my fault. But yeah, so the non-Mormon space fracture. It has since healed. It is closed. It's not this big gaping portal in the middle of the city. It lasted for all of a few hours, during which it sucked a bunch of fine folk into its depths, never to be seen again, for the most part. And it spit forth many of its own denizens, such as Corbinian's character. Your character's name is Wolfgang Adendale. Aidendale. Wolfgang Aidendale. So, after you join this superheroes thing, let's go. Where are you? Where do you live? I've been dying to ask you for like a week now.
For the most part, he is either after the year and getting used to this new superhero thing. He will usually stay in a hotel with what money he has. If that's not an option for whatever reason, he'll find a bit of parkland and just set up camp with the supplies. Because he's used to roughing it on the road. He's like, I'll pay for an inn, sure.
Just a straight up D&D character. Fantastic.
Well, I don't have an official ID or anything. Well, I do, but
it's fair. Yeah, no social security card. Yeah, it's rough, and you don't even know what that is really. It's very confusing. So yeah, I'm gonna have you camping in the park right now. But before we get to that, Multiple Man, the traveler. Where do you live?
I'm thinking I live at a campus, at a superhero campus, in a dorm room with bunk beds, like 2 or 3 bunk beds for the multiples to sleep in. But also, we don't all sleep at the same time, so it's mostly like I'm walking around at night like an insomniac. Except that I'm always awake and also usually sleeping.
Yeah, that's fine. So you live in sort of... I mean, it is kind of a training facility. It's from this secret society that works for the Sentinel 6. They're the public face. This is all kind of underground, like Professor X, sending teenagers into the Cuban Missile Crisis, that kind of thing. It's all... That part's on the hush-hush. But yeah, there are a few other heroes. You know what? If you could think of one in like 5 seconds, they're there right now.
Goobert.
Goobert.
Yeah.
Is he what he sounds like?
Yeah, he turns into a big old pile of goo.
Yeah, I can't wait to stat that guy later.
He might even be stuck as a big old pile of goo, so he doesn't like going out.
I thought he was a giant peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like a goober.
Oh, man. He could be a giant peanut man or a giant peanut butter man.
He would be like somebody's worst enemy, for sure. Like, no, I'm allergic! Some villain's throat just starts closing up.
It's really hard to be
Have no fear, EpiPen is here.
It's really hard to be a peanut-themed hero. You never know when you're going to kill people just by walking by.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
He has to stay home and he's not happy about it.
I don't know why this is so funny, but it's very funny. So Goobert.
Take me back to Goobert.
So his name's Bert Gooberson. Yep. But after the incident, he was known as Goobert. For obvious reasons, he is a translucent slime person. No legs to speak of, just kind of slimes around in and out all day. You share a room with him. Well, some of your multiples do anyways. There's a vat that he sleeps in the corner, but it's done up kind of to look like, a room. There's like posters. He has like a little desk, even though he can't like sit at it. I don't know.
So I like that you said that a multiple or two, somebody rooms with him. Maybe later we could stat out more people. All of us can, or the chat can. And I could have a duplicate live in each room of this dorm with a different hero, with a different up-and-coming person. That way, when you look down the hallway, I'm just doing all sorts of different things. Like, I'll be vacuuming one and brushing my teeth in one, then coming back in from a shower. I'm just up and down the hallway in different rooms doing different things.
You're a lot of the people that are here, but there are also others. Yeah, there's Goobert and, other nondescript people that we'll flesh out. But anyone in the chat, if you have any ideas for funny adolescent superheroes with goofy powers, feel free. I might workshop them on your behalf, but hey, if you got some ideas, we're always here. Hi, Blizzard Hand, welcome. Always glad to have another TTRPG lover. Don't forget to hit hashtag icons for a chance to win a copy of the book. But yes...
That's another one of mine. How you doing, Blizzard?
I figured, actually, because of the name, that was one of your guildies. So, Rune, we know that you sleep by the river in the van, so we don't necessarily need to know more about your accommodations, but hey, very cool.
Well, I can go into a tiny bit more detail.
Yeah, go into a tiny bit more detail. Like, is there anything, what color's your van, what does it look like, and, where do you like to park?
Right. Well, I park it down by the river, because I, seek privacy, right?
Yeah.
It's a beat up old 70s van with the heavy metal painting that's all weathered. It's like it's been there for 30 years and it could really use some touch up, but it looks like it was somebody else's van 20 or 30 years ago and somehow I inherited it or purchased it cheap.
Please, the most important question I've ever had in my life. What is painted on the side of your van? I must know.
It's a great big dragon.
Dragon, okay.
Yeah, great big black dragon.
Oh, nice. Cool. A big ol' dragon.
Yeah, breathing fire that looks like it goes down to the back of the van, like it's coming out of the, it breathes fire from the front to the back of the side of the van.
Fucking sweet. I imagine it like a 5th edition Black Dragon with like the forward curved horns.
Oh yeah.
That kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But it's also really old, so it's very weathered and not as sweet as it should be. My character will typically crawl out of the van and hike 1/4 mile to the nearest YMCA, get a shower, clean up, and then go busking in the afternoons or meeting up with people that he knows that can set him up with temporary gigs with other bands who need to fill in guitars, that sort of thing. And he makes a living busking or playing in bands, and always has an ear out for trouble.
Excellent. The starving artist that can transform into a mythical beast, living in a van down by the river. Excellent. Let's shoot on over to Jordan. Jordan, you're the only person that we don't know how you live. What's that like? I feel like it might be a little more normal than theirs, but I don't know. It could be way weirder.
Madame Leota lives in an apartment on top of the local bodega.
Okay. So, yeah, cool. Is it a normal apartment, or is it freaky and weird?
She was a fortune teller.
Yeah.
She made enough money to afford an apartment and, rent down at the boardwalk, so she's doing all right in life. She's not collecting art or anything like that, but, there are some nice dinners happening in that apartment. There's some sturdy furniture in there.
I remember my idea for a character that I had on my way home from work. She's a medium, right? On the thicker side. And so they call her extra large. You get it? Instead of medium.
Oh, God.
I didn't know if that one would fly, but I had the idea on my way home from work.
So I guess you hadn't heard about my latest D&D character?
Oh, no. Is that your...
He was a halfling psychic detective wanted by the police.
Oh, okay.
He's a small medium at large.
Ah!
Yeah, boo.
That's a good one. Damn. Oh. Mm-hmm. That one hurt in exactly the right way.
I feel like this is exactly what we signed up for. We deserve this.
Small, medium.
Yeah, I can't be upset about this. We knew this was going to happen.
This is inevitable. Haha. All right, so you live in an apartment above the bodega. I like it. One of you had to live in a place that was fairly normal. So, but it could always wind up like Madame Dragonfly's house in Blackhammer. Freaky place. But yeah, so now that we kind of know where everyone is, what everyone's doing.
Is it too late to change my house to a water tower with 3 cartoon characters?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's fun.
That's obviously in California. Jeez.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Too far away for the teleporter.
I can actually only teleport within like 10 city blocks.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, last time you guys fought some crime. You guys talked about the incident, and you started your training as a team. Today, Mr. Team Leader, I do believe. Well, more or less, you're the one training them to be acceptable by the Sentinel 6 Traveler. It's time to gather your team and investigate some happenings today. You have received word of some murders that have been going on. 1, fine. 2, not great. 3, you might need to go check something out. There is a society. There's a group of people that you've been tracking since the incident. They are Otherworlders that came through the portal and got stranded here. And they've kind of been living in a small community that you've been watching. And there's been several murders over the past few days. Vampire Bites has shown up and booned everyone.
Oh, damn.
Everyone gain a point of determination. And don't be afraid to use it. But yeah, so that's the situation.
Awesome.
You have your mission. That is your mission that has been handed down to you. I'm going to say, is it your mother that's the famous one?
A nephew. Is my aunt.
Oh, it's your aunt. Okay, what was her name again?
Moonflower.
That's right. I knew I liked it. All right. Moonflower will descend through the window. She'll just kind of like the moonlight will shine in even though it's daytime, and just she'll be there. Yeah, it's Traveler.
Quite an entrance. Yes, go on.
The window is locked, she'll say. But yes, we have an incident. Those Outworlders that you've been watching, they seem to be having some difficulty. I don't know if people are killing them, if they just can't adapt to this world, or something more sinister is afoot. But perhaps you could investigate. Take your new team. See what they can do.
You know, one of them's from the Outworld. I think this is a good chance for us to build a bridge here.
Yes, a great chance. Well, onward and outward, nephew. She'll...
Do we have anything we can offer them?
What do you mean?
Aid, housing, food, money?
To your team or to the Outworlders?
To the Outworlders.
Find out their situation, and we shall see. But I do not know... I mean, we know nothing of where they come from.
I'll text you, because obviously I can't float through windows with the power of the moon.
Yeah, just,
just
with
hold
the
up my
power
phone.
of the space-time continuum, right? But yeah, that's your task. You have been given. This is your first official mission from the Sentinel 6. So go for it, Sentinel 6 Task Force.
Yeah, I only know one of them who has a car, so I'm headed to the river.
Okay, are you heading on foot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're in the process of scrambling your extras. Wow.
One of me just throws on a jacket and heads out the door. And one of me goes to the kitchen and starts making scrambled eggs. One is already at the coffee shop. He was there before she showed up, across the street. So one of the me's is helping an old lady across the crosswalk, and another one's climbing up a tree to get a cat down for a kid. So I'm busy, but I'm also, one of me is still asleep in the bed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's not getting up today.
Nice. But yeah, so you go to Rune first, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
And I'm thinking it's probably 8:30, 8:45 in the morning.
It's pretty. It's not late yet. Yeah, it's still daytime.
Yeah, it's morning, right? Or is
it? It can be if you want it to be really early. That's fine.
Yeah, first thing in the day. I'm thinking maybe before Rune's teenage character is even considered waking up.
It's before noon, so...
Yeah, if you get me up before the crack of noon, it's a miracle.
That's exactly what's going to happen then. It's about 9 a.m. and I'll knock on the side of your van. And rap.
You hear a surprised voice going, huh? Go away, I don't want any.
You're not allowed to park here, sir. You have to move it along. And I'll pound it with my fist.
I'll open it up. At this
Hey!
point, and I'll have a permit saying, I got a permit that says that I can stay right here anytime. Oh,
Have you
what
seen
the hell are you, dude?
Have you seen the
You know what time it
fantasy?
is?
What's that guy's name with the hat? Wolfgang. And I'll climb into the van, push past you and climb into the back. We need to head to Wolfgang. I haven't seen him around. You wouldn't happen to know where he's staying, would you?
No, but I can
wiggle
text him and call him. Remember?
Yeah, he has a cell phone now. Yeah.
Oh,
Last
good.
week I helped him get a cell phone, so I can call him.
Let him know we're going to go pick him up. And if you don't mind, I brought you coffee, and I'll set a coffee in your cup holder.
I hope there's a Danish, too.
I'll set down a non-branded,
pull on a t-shirt.
A non-branded McDonald's breakfast sandwich for you. And if there's
McDowell's.
any fast food sponsors out there that are looking for a stream,
This could be
McDowell's.
your
Use
burger.
McDowell's.
McDowell's sandwich.
Yes, it's a McDowell's
movies
from Coming to America.
It's a
Mega
McDowell's
movie.
for now, but
Yeah,
if you
Jordan got
sponsor
my
us, it
reference.
could be a Big Mac.
Okay, well, I'll pull on a t-shirt. I'm already wearing jeans, and I'll, wipe the sleep out of my eyes and crawl up to the front of the van and dig my phone out of my pocket.
Do you answer your phone, Wolfgang?
Yes.
I actually do. I jump for a second as I hear the noise. Oh, right, that's what that is. Because almost no one calls me. But the funny thing is, I have had time to get familiar with it, so I actually flick it open and actually know how to answer it.
Wait, yours is a flip phone?
It is. It is. He has a flip phone.
That's great. Tougher.
Hello, this is the Aidendale number. How can I be of assistance?
Wolfgang, it's me.
Oh, hello.
Brandon.
Yes.
I got Traveler here with me. He says we need to come and pick you up like right now.
Okay.
Where are you?
What up, baby? I got coffees and sandwiches.
A lot of times I would fast forward through stuff like this, but I can't wait to hear him tell you where he is and how he describes it. It's going to be exciting.
You may find me in the city park. I shall be waiting at the stablery. Wait, that is not what it is called. Give me a second. It is the parking lot. The parking lot just across from the hot dog establishment. Wait, it moved. Not there. Try the one across from the jewelry store.
I rev the engine, get the van moving.
It explodes. No.
I'm gonna walk up down the seat on the sidewalk behind Wolfgang and hand him a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. And I'm waiting there with him until I get there in the van. With
I'm an adventurer. I happily gobble down the food that isn't trail rations. Although rations here are really good. They come with little berries and nuts and everything.
You spend all your money on trail.
You need
mix.
any driving tests? I'm not doing anything silly yet, but I'm trying to get there quick because I figure.
No, I don't need any driving tests. Nothing.
Okay.
It's a pretty typical commute.
What day of the week is this happening on?
This feels like a Tuesday, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
Good. I don't have the gig tonight.
I thought it was a Thursday. Sorry.
Unless you want to say I have trouble and I do have a gig.
You might have a gig, but
You could give me trouble.
You don't have one currently.
Okay.
But you might have to make a decision later. Jordan, are you guys gonna go pick her up in the van?
Yeah, we know exactly where to find her. She is Madame Bonnet, would be at Madame Bonnet's store and or apartment that's above the store. Since she's more centralized, we don't have to waste half a day trying to find her. Which
you don't know. She could have a life. I don't know.
We did a great job finding Aidendale. I'm surprised that went so easy. So yeah, we'll head to Madame Bonnet's and see if she's there or has a sign up.
I'm just glad I have a phone, otherwise it would have been very hard.
Bye, Ghost Azura. Thanks for stopping by, friend.
Madame Bonnet is opening the shop for the day.
Nice.
Slowly.
You open your shop that early? Wow.
How do people know that your shop is open? Well, how do you tell people? What does it look like? Is there like a sign?
Yeah, I part the beaded curtains and I put the open sign on the door.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, you just not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Right this way, Madame Bonnet. But yeah. So yeah, you guys find her. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that either. That's pretty easy. A bunch of hooligans walk into your parlor.
Just leave the car running out front. You can park it right here on the street. I'll stay inside.
Yeah, I actually just park the van like right in front of the front door and block the view into the shop and leave the engine running. I just sit there and cross my arms.
Teenage angst.
No, I'm not that angsty.
So yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons character and Traveler walk into your parlor.
Good morning?
Good morning.
I mean, I want to say good morning, but if you're both here, it's probably not great.
I brought you a coffee and a sandwich, so it's getting better.
Hey!
Now
I
for
happily
the
take
bad
that coffee.
news.
That day.
It is excessively covered in butter. Please be careful.
Now for the bad news. Some of the people who came through, the Outworlders, like Wolfgang here, we think maybe they're getting preyed on, poached on. There have been some bodies turning up recently.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
We don't like that either.
I would hope not.
We'd like to go see what's going on, and hopefully Wolfgang can help us talk to these people and see what they need to stay safe and relevant and happy.
Could you perhaps cast a spell of clairvoyance to understand where these people are committing their crimes? Could you see it coming? You are a soothsayer. Says it on the door.
Look, let's get going. I'll close up the shop for the day.
Oh, it must
Business
be very
is going to be
difficult.
slow anyway.
I will open the passenger door for you and signal you in.
Smells like a teenage boy lives in here. Yes, Rune.
While they were all in there, like marching in there and accosting her in her own shop, I'd like to fool around in my van for a moment and attempt to cast a magic spell.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to bounce off on you what the difficulty might be.
Hmm?
But what I'd like to do is cast a spell that makes the van about 35-40% bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, so it's more comfortable for everyone to fit inside.
A spatial disturbance
Distortion.
like that, yeah. It's going to be definitely more difficult than a cat. Probably about a 4.
Okay. I
Probably
will
about
make a
4.
test for you then.
Should at least use a
attempt
screwdriver.
to do so. And that takes me a whole page.
Well, that's where you hang out in the van because you have to use up the page to do it.
I've looked more into how that stuff works. And so
Well, that's basically like
looks
one
at
whole
it.
round.
Yeah.
It's like the whole time that they were in there talking, I was doing it, and I'll
Yeah.
probably finish it while they're walking up.
Mhm.
Uh,
I got my number over here.
yeah, I'll just roll a d6 and add it to my number. So I add a 7 to that. What did I get?
Ooh. the van
A
is
10.
the van is slightly smaller on the inside.
I mean, it's. Oh, you mean I messed up?
Yeah, you messed up a little bit. I rolled pretty
Okay.
high.
Well, then it'll be tight fitting in there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you open up this van and it's like a Nissan. Like it's just it's not very big.
If it would be of ease, I am willing to ride atop your horseless carriage. Wait,
just
that is
climb
illegal in
in.
this land. Never mind.
Just climb in and make. We all got to get to know each other anyway.
I very carefully pack my put my big old backpack on my lap and kind of get my sword kind of there, the shield kind of like this, and then probably go. I should be in the back. So, get back.
Can I dismiss the spell?
I'm gonna make it linger for a minute here. It'll be
Okay.
uncomfortable on your way. It's not gonna be permanent
fine.
though. It's just
Yeah, but that's hilarious.
yeah, no, that's very funny. I like it. Oh yeah, go ahead and you can have a determination for that. That's fun.
Look, this is terrible.
I got
These sandwiches are so unhealthy. They made me gain 2 sizes.
So
Oh,
traveler, you guys need to head to this burrow on the edge of town called Eldridge Hollow.
I'll be leaning up from the back right of this small car, like leaning, over the armrest and trying to point where to go, getting right in between Madame Bonet and, excuse me, I forgot Duskwing's real
Blake.
name. Blake. I went to
Blake's
go
not
look
that
at
big
it.
a guy, so it's no big
Yeah, I'm just leaning up, trying to give you directions, pointing. Corbinion's in the backseat with his big shield and his big sword, and so it's just a whole bulky, horrible thing going on, basically.
deal. Have I ever been to this part of town before?
No, this is your first time. This is everyone's first time here. For whatever reason, people just don't come out this way. It's just
What's
kinda-
the reputation of this part of town? Assuming I've lived here my whole life.
I mean, honestly, you probably could have sworn it was like abandoned. Like it's, the last time you heard anything was like a hippie commune out here.
Well, that would have been 50 years ago, right?
Yeah, no, it was recent. It was like a new, millennials up in arms, trying to.
Okay, so
Stick it
not
to the
not
man.
hippies, hipster.
Yes, yes.
lots of tiny houses, lots of chia seeds.
Lots of chia seeds. But yeah, so you guys pull up. Once you get to the side of town, buildings become a lot more sparse, and you don't see too many businesses. But eventually you do get to a point where you're supposed to be. The main there's a big house, and there is, in fact, several smaller structures behind it. And it seems to be some kind of community there. But there's also like a shopping center that seems to be active, and an apartment building as well, not that far away.
So there's been some kind of integration. These people have been here for a year, and they're still confused, and they're working their way through. But there's been some integration in a modern society.
Yeah, they have integrated a bit, it seems.
Okay. Well, I'll find a legal and nearby place to park the van.
Absolutely. Yeah, you could park. There's like a parking lot out behind the apartment complex. It's like all cracked, uneven. It hasn't rained recently, but like there's puddles. It's unpleasant. But yeah.
I'm gonna go around to your trunk, pop the trunk, and help two of my duplicates out, and then an Uber XL is gonna pull up behind us.
All right. Well, it's a van, so there's no trunk, just the double doors that open up.
Oh, since it was turned into a
van.
I thought it got turned into a Prius.
It didn't get turned into a Prius, but the
inside of the van
was
is tighter.
Prius.
That's all.
Yeah.
It's still a van.
Okay.
It's like a spatial
just squeezed in the back.
It's like the cube is 35% smaller inside.
Now I understand.
As soon as you park,
good.
The van returns, and you guys are like, "Whoa! Everything seems huge now."
I'll look at everybody and say, "Sorry about that. That didn't work like I wanted it to. I was trying to give us all more room."
Oh. It was a valiant attempt.
Madame Bonet, I think I'm going to need to ask for your help controlling this.
Yeah, we'll work on it. We'll work on this together.
I live in a place where they teach people how to use these things. You don't just have to wing it in a parking lot if you don't want.
A notable fact about the... you might not know that this is relevant yet because you don't really understand his powers, but magic has not been something that the Sentinel 6 or the Academy has acquired. They don't understand it yet. It seems to be something purely of Otherworld, sorry. Just FYI, little tidbit for you.
We could figure it all out together.
Hell yes. But yeah, so you guys park back here. You'll notice a cat watching you, a black cat from on top of the fire escape on the back of the apartment complex.
Having been in a black cat form before, I'm going to give that cat a nice hard look and see if it's really a cat.
It starts licking itself like it's a real cat. You can.
Okay, then I stop watching.
Yeah, it sees you
Give it
watching.
privacy while it's licking itself.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been there. You don't want people watching. But yeah, so this apartment complex, there are people living. You see like items on balconies. You might see a child like peeking out of the window at you guys. And by you might, I mean you do see a child peeking out, like a curious kid. There aren't too many people walking about though.
Actually, gonna grab one of my guitars out of the van as I get out of it. Since he opened the back doors anyway, I'll walk around to the back, and I've got like an acoustic electric that you can play acoustic when you don't plug it in,
Gotcha.
and I'll throw it over my back and carry it with me while we go walking around.
Nice, makes sense. What were you saying, Gary?
I was gonna say, Wolfgang, why don't you go talk to some of these Outworlders, and I'll split up and check around the area, see if I can find any clues.
That seems sensible. My understanding is that I am a little more flexible in my encounters in this new world, so I may be able to bridge that gap between this strange land and our homeland. Presuming we all come from the same homeland.
Well, good. Take him with you. I'm sure they like music, and I'll need Madame Bonet with me. She has enough power to keep us safe.
I'm gonna look at you, and all of you, like I look around at all of you that are here with us that got out of the following vehicle, and then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna turn to Wolfgang and say, Wolfgang, aren't you gonna tell him it's a bad idea to split the party?
Well, sir, the greatest of adventurers travel on their own, solving all sorts of puzzles and getting on so many different quests. Gathering together seems to be a massing of our efforts.
Okay, you're the expert.
So the party of Traveler and Madame Bonnet, how would you like to proceed?
Unless unless you have a problem with it, Madame Monet, I figured we were just going to walk across the street to the diner and sit down and eat some burgers and drink some milkshakes while my duplicates go do all the hard work and looking around.
Yeah, that's a better plan than the one I had, for sure. Let's do that. It's a great plan.
We just immediately go sit down in a restaurant and the duplicates walk off.
Okay. So yeah, no, going to a restaurant's not a bad idea. So there is a diner here. When you go inside, there is physically a person playing the pan flute. With like a hat out for money. Like they have like a straight up bard stage going on. And then I mean they're dressed fairly normally.
I took a flute player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got cash.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll invite the panpipist to come eat with us.
Oh wait, I actually queued up a little bit.
Do you have panpipery queued up?
I have some silly music for the situation that I read. It's kind of nice. Can you hear it?
Ooh, I can
Yeah.
But yeah, I brought this up for this whole scenario. But yeah, someone, greetings! Seat thyself, and you will be helped. A woman from the behind the counter will yell at you guys. She seems in high spirits.
I think we made a good choice.
She's dressed like a normal, like she's wearing that like classic diner waitress outfit. But yeah, you guys are gonna sit down and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so after you tip the pan flute, he'll tip his hat to you. But he's not wearing one. It's on the floor full of money. But he'll like do that whole number. Thank you, milady, and then he'll continue playing. But yeah, they'll offer you menus. They are unlaminated and handwritten on what appears to be parchment. But they do have, your typical fare. It is pretty standard, like fantasy tavern food kind of stuff.
We're new around this neighborhood. Is there anything unusual we should be aware of?
Yes.
I'll order the Scotch eggs.
There you go. Yeah, stay away from the pig and the poke.
What's the pig and the poke?
It's right there on the menu. We added it. We found it from another restaurant. He'll like look shifty, or she'll look shifty at that, like she was about to give up the goose. She almost said, you could tell she almost said from this world, but then she like walked it back. And what can I get for you?
So take a Scotch egg and the pig and the poke.
Oh, the pig and the poke as well. Ooh, okay. If that is thy wish, she'll bow, and she'll like hop off to the back. And you'll hear her yelling in some strange language to the cook.
Do you think she thinks that we don't know that she's not from here?
You would have no cause to unless you knew that those people existed in the first place, and it's still kind of a secret. But yeah.
Maybe they're really into their theming. There's a pirate bar in New York. So.
There you go. Yeah, you never know.
We need to get these two to tell us about the murders, but I don't just want to up and say, hey, do you know anyone who's been killed?
What are your duplicates doing?
They're just gonna walk up and down, up the street, down alleyways, go up some fire escapes. The thing is, they can't get more than 10 blocks away, so they're gonna.
Oh, that
fan
was
out.
Real.
Yeah, that is real.
Okay.
Because of I have 8 duplicates, and because the teleport is a 5, it's stuck to the range 5, and range 5 is 10 blocks. So they are just in the area, canvassing the area. And I would say literally everything that's outdoors. They're not going into any buildings yet. They're not going to into anyone's place. But if it's outside and you can see it, they're looking at it.
So essentially, I can go past all that nonsense where you're like, I investigate the area. Okay. Tricorn and Blake. Wolfgang and Blake. Wolfgang and Duskwing, if you please. What are you guys doing? You guys are near you, right? We last left you behind the apartment building. There are several other buildings and businesses beyond this diner, but the points of interest are the shopping center, the hippie commune, and then the apartment building.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn to Wolfgang and say, well, I think I was just saying a moment ago, well, you're the expert. I assume you would probably know best where we're going to find people who would be willing to talk to us about their problems around here. So, what do you have in mind, Wolfgang?
Well, I am of two minds. If we are to interview those who are in the market over there, there will be a variety of persons who may be willing to exchange information for us fetching them something or perhaps giving them monies. Of course, if we go into their homes and domiciles, we may be allowed in the privacy of their homes to learn something that they wouldn't be willing to speak about in open company in the evil eyes of those listening. But at that point, we may have to tread lightly since we are invading their place of sanction and sanctuary. So it's a matter of how comfortable you feel if you wish to speak in someone's space or in the out of doors.
About halfway through that, Blake's face sort of glazes over, and you can tell that he's struggling to keep up with everything you're throwing at him. And he finally says, why don't we just go by the market and, meet a bunch of people? And if there's somebody who wants money for information, then we can do that somehow, maybe.
Onward to the shopping center.
Yes, after you, sir.
To the shopping center. What store would you like to enter?
Is it an outdoor shopping center or is it like a mall?
It's a outdoor shopping center.
Okay.
And so there's
like a strip mall.
Yeah, there's a few strip malls essentially.
Okay.
They've been recently repurposed by these people, and there are a variety of stores that are open for discussion. I have a few that are there though. One is the diner. Another seems to be some strange shop. They have weird stuff. It looks kind of like a pawn shop meets a what are they called? A store
shop?
in the mall.
Narrows it down.
Like across the earth, like antiques of the. It looks like an antique shop.
A curio store.
Yeah, it's kind of like a curio store.
Curio shop. Got it. Okay.
I don't know. I forget
that
words
sounds pretty good.
sometimes.
Yeah, that sounds promising.
Yeah, we'll go to the curio shop first. That sounds interesting.
Okay, absolutely.
I'll hold the door for you. After you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. I step in.
Absolutely. So as you walk in, there are lots of tables just covered in trinkets and that whatnot. There's a lot of weird stuff in here. Not weird because it's actually strange, just because they don't belong together. Like you see, like action figures and like Nerf guns mixed with right next to lingerie. And it just seems like whatever this guy could get to sell, he has here. He is a big guy, probably about 7.5 feet tall, and overweight. Not like super obese, but he's a fat guy, and he has like a big old beard and some kind of gruffy long hair. Greetings to you. How can I help you? Don't steal anything, please.
Of course not, sir. Wouldn't dream of purloining from your establishment.
Oh, that's a relief.
I'm going to immediately walk off to the side and begin perusing whatever section has musical instruments.
There is
Because
a
every
section full
pawn
of
shop
musical instruments.
has a section with instruments. And
Yeah,
I'm
there's
looking
some-
over them.
He has one single electric guitar, and then everything else is just plain string. No more electrical stuff. There's flutes,
Mandolins, etc.
yeah, that kind of stuff.
Cool.
What are you doing, Trackhorn? Can I help you with something?
Well, sir, I have been tasked on behalf of the powers of good to investigate certain goings-on that have been occurring in the area against those who come from beyond the shadow. And I was wondering if you had any possible information on the subject.
Oh, yes, the shadow reaches long and far. You know this. He'll talk to you. So you actually do have a bonus interacting with these people, whether mechanical or not. They definitely, you talk to them right. So they kind of give you the back and forth that you're looking for.
You sort of speak their language.
Yeah, you speak their language.
Yeah.
The shadow reaches long and far. What good do you speak of? Because certainly not from this realm. We have had much trouble with these local people.
Well, that is a matter of embracing what is before you and learning as much as one can, but that is what I am here to assist you with as best I am. I have been informed that certain knaves have been stealing their swords against the innocent folk from beyond the shadow. And so I am here to hunt them down and see them off rightly.
As he finishes that, I'd like to walk up behind him
Mhm.
and aid his efforts.
Okay.
And by doing so, I'd like to trigger my quality
Mhm.
of two worlds.
Okay, yeah.
I actually put on the mannerisms of someone from the outworld, even though I don't really remember having any part of me of being from there.
Yeah, you are
But I
partially
naturally
from
can
there.
fall into it
Mm.
because I am literally of two worlds. And I say, it's true, good sir. You can trust us as powers that be on the side of law and order in this realm have entrusted us with the task of seeing to the safety of your community.
Absolutely. So you guys go ahead and give me a willpower check here. I'll let Tricorn, I'll let Wolfgang do that. I don't know why I like calling you that. It's fun for me. Make the primary roll, and then you will get a bonus from.
Sure.
Holy crap on a cracker! Yeah. Okay. Let me make a roll.
Good
here.
lord, I got a 13 on mine.
So, you guys get a major success here. So what happens is kind of the summation of what you're saying about being sent by a great power is like punctuated with like kind of like a shadow moving through the shop and like a little bit of a rumbling, and the audience will recognize it as the shadow of the dragon that lives within you. But yes. Oh. It seems you are chosen. Well, there have been some unfortunate incidents happening around here. Good folk from our world. I don't know if it's something in the air, or if it's this capitalism of which we keep hearing so much about, but it's turning good folks evil, and they are killing out of nowhere.
Do you speak of people from beyond the shadow?
Yes, those from our side have taken up arms against their fellow on multiple occasions.
With no provocation, they just simply act?
Simply gone awry. It must be the television.
I can tell you, sir, with all certainty, there is no magical or arcane runes in place within the small boxes. I had to take about 4 of them and paid for most of them because the police frowned upon taking apart their devices.
Well, that's a relief. He'll click on the TV as he says that.
I have skill of technology 1, so I kind of know how technology works, just not in the way I should know it.
I'll say, so the story's going around as best you know it is that something that's affecting the minds of people from beyond the shadow only, and not other people.
Seems
or
to
it's
be.
only assailing this community.
Yes, the only murders that have befallen our brethren, surprisingly, have been from our own. I guess some have trouble adjusting.
There isn't some political ideology at play here, is there? There's not some faction of your group that would seek harm to others for religious or political reasons, are there?
None that has shown their head as thus. The only organizations from our world that I know of have helped our people.
All right.
Oh. Some sort of adventuring band or knightly order or some and I actually blank out for a second like, oh, I should know the name of what I'm about to say, and I just lose it.
Not
Just
quite,
blank
young man. You'll feel your shield just for a second, just woo woo. Just like a woo woo.
I start glancing around the room looking for someone watching me or shadowing me.
As you look, it happens when you look at the man. Give me an awareness.
Sure.
And add your danger sense to it.
So that's +4, so 11 total.
Damn. All right. So, you do get a success on this. So, you're looking at the guy and you're like, he doesn't seem dangerous. He seems very hard. Like, he's a big guy. But he just seems so nice. Like, and it does seem genuine. And then you realize that it's something behind him. Something behind him that is hidden.
Because of course I will. I draw my sword and jump the counter to engage the thing behind you.
Oh, it's the television, I'm telling you! He, like, gets out of your way. So as you jump the counter, and you, like, point your telekinesis, it just kind of blows open this tapestry that's on the wall. Oh. And behind it, you see what you would immediately recognize as magical items from your world. Very similar to what you wield yourself. Oh, you found my treasures. Good thing you said you wouldn't steal from me.
Sheath.
I'm just gonna go. Is that stuff for sale?
I suppose so.
What are we looking at here?
Man, you're seeing some weird stuff, man. There are several like daggers and weapons of the like. There is a like strange like obsidian idol that's like yay big that kind of gives you the willies a little bit. Stuff like that. There is several things like little jars with like things that are moving in them. Including just for the Easter egg, the creature in the flask from Full Metal Alchemist. Don't let it out!
Smashed.
Oh no! Our story arc! It has begun! But yeah, he's like, yes, I have some things from our world. Not easy to acquire. You wonder how he came about them. Like, did his whole wagon drive through the portal? Like, what happened, you know?
Well,
I look around the items to see. I look around to see if there's any item that resonates as something familiar to me, like something that I think is mine, or I might have dropped.
Interesting.
Mind you, I don't know how advanced it works in this world, but the only way this kind of character gimmick guys get powers is through. Yeah. In my case, magical items. I don't know. I have no powers without my items. So
yeah, advancement can happen in a longer form game, which we are playing. Yeah. So eventually, yes, for sure. This would kind of be how you would get that. Something that's yours. I'll say that you do see something that kind of draws your attention. It's a small handheld little trinket.
I have a feeling that.
It looks like a locket.
Good sir, I am familiar with this world's version of its mercantilism in the form of a layover. I would like to place upon you a certain amount of monies in the event of purchasing one of your items. I do not believe, in all fairness, that this item here is in my ability to pay its fair value. So I would pay you now part of it in the hopes that you will hold on to it and sell it to me later.
Do you point out which item?
Yep, I pointed out.
The locket? You can take that. It's not even magical.
I peer at him for a second. Well, I am...
Don't know why you want such a thing. They have them here.
I take a wild guess at its value of probably 50. Like, it's a gold lock. It's on like $50 or so. If it was just normal, so I'm like, I count out like that plus a little more.
Yeah,
because I just can't undersell him. Like, I need to give you something for this.
He'll take the money and be like, I thank you. Go in health. And
the light keep you.
Don't be a stranger. So, do you open the locket? Do you look at it? What do you do?
I'll examine the locket. Sure.
Yeah.
This is probably a quest item I dropped.
You pop it open. Inside is a picture of somebody from the other world that you care about. Who that is and why it is, that is up to you. I'm leaving that as this is like a discovery item, which I'm excited for. Patent pending discovery items. As you peruse and think about that, you guys leave the store. Did you buy anything, Blake?
No, but on the way out, I will, lean over and kind of like clap my hand on his shoulder and tell this big guy, looking up at him, if you hear any more useful details about the troubles that are affecting your community, I left you my number here on this card. My name's Blake. Call me.
Yes,
if you have any, if you hear of anybody being attacked in the night and you need someone, call me. I know that sounds crazy, but I will be there, sort of.
If you need anything from the shop, be sure to do the same. He'll hold up his rotary phone because it has the phone number label maked onto the side of it. He'll be like, this is the number if you need it.
I'll punch it into my cell phone real fast. What was your name again, sir?
Travels. I'm Ed Mason.
Do I really think that's actually his name, or is he giving me a fake?
Nah,
name?
that's his real name.
And he's from the other world. He has a different name.
Nah, that's his real name.
His name's Edward. He's a Mason. Ed Mason.
Yeah, Ed Mason.
Ed the Mason, right? Got it. Or his father was a Mason, maybe, because he's clearly a shopkeeper.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't shake hands with Jacob Shit Shoveler.
Oh no.
It's refuse manager. Thank you.
But yeah, back to the diner. So your copies have had time to look about. One of them will come back. Because you don't have... Oh, hey, only play Wizards. Thank you, Raid. Hey, we're playing Icons here with our good friends at Casualty, CDG, at Electric Met, CSR, CHSR. Sorry, a lot of letters there. Rune, and at Lambertra. Make sure to give them all follows. And if you follow us, you get access to our follow emotes. Also,
you
doing
can
a
win
giveaway.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag
win.
Icons in the chat for your chance to win a ttrpg book of Icons. All right. Sorry. I feel like it's been a minute since Jordan's gotten some screen time here. Jordan, you, sorry, Mistress Bonet. You've had your food. It's good food. It tastes like farm to table. Like it's fresh. And at some point during your meal, you literally see someone bring in eggs, like in a basket. So you know it's good. And these people are very sweet, very nice. You haven't seen their in, very often. What are you doing? How do you feel about these people? The Otherworlders.
They're very kind. I feel really bad for what's going on in their community. I'm trying to think of a way to ask them about the murders without saying what's going on with the murders.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. there are several ways you can go about it. You could try the fortune teller aspect. You could try, you could just try asking them, which is a very direct approach. Or you could try to dig up some clues. Maybe they have a extra boy somewhere.
After like my third plate of pie from this place, because damn, yeah, man, their farm to market food is good. Like you said, this shit is fresh. I'll be on my phone doing a Yelp review for this place.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
While you're doing that, one of your copies, because you're not hive-minded, right?
I am hive-minded.
You are hive-minded. Okay, so during this time, one of your cells, which you very easily can take control of right now, is accosted.
I'm going to slap the pie on the floor and grab Madame Bonnet and teleport her to the clone that's being accosted.
Whoop! I said, put your hands up.
Oh.
Put your hands up. A woman wearing a like leather trench coat, like a full like almost raw like leather, like barely not a modern leather coat.
Am I getting bandited right now?
What? No.
Are you a bandit?
She'll flip open her blazer, and you can see a badge.
Why are you sticking me up?
What are you doing snooping around here? And then do your other people show up? You and
yeah. So the other clone is still in the diner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make him come too. So just Bonnet, Madame Bonnet appears. Wild Madame Bonnet appears.
A woman will jump backwards, pointing a gun at both of you. Whoa!
Hey! You don't want to do that. Do not put the gun down. Let's not do that.
Who are you, and why are you snooping around our town?
We're people, and we heard there's some problem with your people, and we want to try and solve those problems for you.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Our problems are our own. We haven't looked to your people for help this far. We can take care of it ourselves. She'll seem unsure of herself at this point, because this is not the answer she was expecting.
We heard through the grapevine that 3 of yours have died, so I believe you have it at least partially underhand, but there might be some things we can help you with?
Perhaps one that can speak to plants would come in handy. She'll put her gun away. She does not understand your reference of hearing it through the grapevine. She thinks you can talk to plants.
I'm gonna make a mental note. I'm gonna jot it down that she needs a plant speaker. She needs like a.
I'm gonna roll with that.
Mm-hmm. She needs like a
Just
poison
roll
ivy.
Yeah, we are very gifted folks, plant speakers, soothsayers, and we just want to know how to help you with the trouble.
Soothsayer. She'll click her feet together and like have her shoulders up, and she'll bow her head and then do this when she says the word soothsayer.
Me too.
But yes, she does. This is working. The presence of another woman in and of itself has kind of put her at ease a little bit more. It's less suspicious, you know. That's why I prefer to go to stores with my girlfriend, because I don't look like a creep when I'm not by myself. But when I am, oh boy, I look like quite the creep because I'm so awkward. But yeah. So, well, if you've come to help, maybe you can. I don't know if anyone can help with this, but a soothsayer, maybe. Maybe you could divine the cause of this evil. And she'll go into explaining the deaths. 3 deaths, all perpetrated by otherwise friendly, mild-mannered, kind people of Otherworld. That are just trying to live their lives. I blame the television, she'll say.
And where are those people now?
We buried 2 of them. One of them we have not yet. We have
not the bodies, the killers, the suspects.
They are also, unfortunately, no longer with us.
Also suspicious. Usually the television doesn't do that.
Yes. Well, they, unfortunately, in 2 cases, they took their own lives. But in the final one, I was forced to. And she'll trail off, but she puts her hand on her gun and she looks sad.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on her shoulder and be like, don't worry about it. It's not good to think about such losses right now.
Give me a willpower check. Let me see how this goes. Let me see. She's unsure of you.
I've rolled an 11 on my willpower check.
Massive success. Massive success.
This is not Traveler's first time dealing with death.
Yeah.
In fact, Traveler has dealt with a lot of death.
Excellent. She'll cross her arms in a defensive posture, but like she's a little bit at ease. But she takes her hand off her gun. That's the important part. So yeah, what can I do to help? We need to end this.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We're going to need, I guess, to surveil everyone. We do have 2 others with us. It might be best to find a spot where we could all talk about this together.
You have more.
Very quick question for you, madam. You said
Elizabeth.
you blame the television. Yeah, Elizabeth. Thank you. I'm Leota. Is there a program that's very popular amongst you folk?
We try to stay away from the television as it is cursed. And she'll like spit on the ground. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if it's like maybe the TV has something to do with it, or if they're just very superstitious.
Okay.
It's hard to tell. It could be. You could be onto something. Why is that? Is that important? Not many of them have TVs. And she'll start to think. You can see she's trying to think if the perpetrators had televisions.
Well, I just wonder if there's something that ties all this behavior together.
There must be. 2 is a line, but 3 is a pattern, right?
Exactly.
I've been reading some of your forensic books. It's good to see that you have books here. But yes,
if you're reading forensics books, it sounds like you're doing more work than our detectives.
That's me laughing. She's not laughing. She seems concerned. But no.
So do the rest of us.
Oh man. But we should continue this back at the station.
I agree.
But she'll take you to it's a building that is near the shopping center, but like off behind it, kind of by itself. And it looks like it used to be a old sheriff's office back maybe in like the 80s or something. Back when this whole area was like its own small town. And it seems like it's been refurbished.
Do we see these other 2 knuckleheads across the park and let us walk in?
The other two. Where did you go immediately after the pawn shop? Because we are going to coalesce into one soon here.
Wolfgang actually gets rather entranced with the locket. Like instead of like boldly striding forth and leading Blake to different places, he's like slowed way down and is like staring at the picture and occasionally looking up to see where Blake is, and then kind of walks after him.
I'll kind of guide him, since I can see he's watching, looking at his locket. I'll sort of guide him to like a central area of the parking. Sorry, not parking. The shopping park. Right? Like it has to have like some benches and a little garden or a fountain or something in the center where everybody walks, right?
Yeah.
You know how those outdoor places always are?
Yeah, so there's kind of a dirt path that leads between the shopping center and like the woods and the
I wouldn't leave the shopping.
It's like it's right in the middle of everything. It's kind of
Okay,
their
well,
town square.
That's what I'm going for. I'm going for the common square. I sort of lead him there, and while he's looking at this thing, I can tell he's sort of involved with it, and clearly having a mental memory montage, and I don't want to interrupt him.
Yeah.
So instead, I sort of quietly guide him to sit down where he can regard it, and while he does that, I don't interrupt him. I just let him go through whatever he needs to go through.
Yeah.
And instead, I stand nearby and I look around and I sort of people watch. I'll unlimber my guitar and just sort of stand there with it and strum like a couple of non-tuner notes, like I'm tuning the guitar a little bit, and just look around, but I'm making it look like I'm just tuning my guitar so that anybody casually looking at me wouldn't realize that I'm actually people walking
Yeah.
all the people around.
No, that's a good cover. So yeah, you're people watching. You just see people are out and about, even though there's been some trouble. People are still going about their lives. You see people going from the commune to the shopping centers, carrying baskets full of goods both ways.
It's still early, like it's before 10 a.m.
Yeah,
right?
it's at this point.
So these people clearly get
yeah.
going earlier than I'm used to.
They definitely do. Yeah, it's probably getting closer to 11.
Okay.
But it is still pretty early. And like right now is like peak traffic times.
Okay.
While
Perfect.
you see a child playing, it's kind of funny. She's playing with a Game Boy. That
Okay.
she clearly got from somewhere. She seems sucked in. And you see her father looking down, like disapproving, like, this world. And then you see like another kid playing with a hoop and a stick.
Okay.
There are a lot of people walking around. What you'll notice, and Wolfgang, you will not notice, because
Do you
you're
need
in
to make an
trance.
awareness test for how well I notice things?
Yeah, you can make an make an awareness test. You're going to be aided though by Wolfgang's danger sense. You notice that Wolfgang's shield is going whoom, 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 but Wolfgang does not.
Got it. Okay, so I have a 10 result.
10
Whatever aid the
result.
shield provides, I didn't add in.
It's going to be, what's your base stat?
I have a 5 and I rolled a 5.
And what is your danger sense, Corbinian? 4. Okay, so you
So
add
that makes it
plus
a 14.
1.
Wow.
You actually added plus 1. So the way it works is danger sense is you use whichever number's higher, danger sense or your skill. And if your skill is higher, you just add plus 1.
Got it.
I'm going to roll this dice. Okay. So you do succeed. It's not a massive success, but you do succeed. You're just looking around, you're like, why? Why is this shield getting, like, anxious? You've seen it happen before, and last time he said it meant danger. And then you could feel...
And he did it again just now in the shop.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did just now, and he also like felt something happen. And you feel your kind of feline senses kick in, and you feel someone watching you from behind, from the trees.
All right. Well, what I will do is casually turn around as I begin strumming the opening licks of a song, and turn and try to get a look at what I think's watching me.
You look back,
just a glimpse,
and
without making it clear that I'm getting a
Yeah.
glimpse.
Yeah, no, that's pretty slick. So you're strumming, you're looking, and you see a woman, a young woman, early 20s, maybe late teens. So like roughly your character's age, maybe a little older, watching from behind a tree. But she is watching intently.
And apparently it's also possibly dangerous because his shield is vibrating. Okay.
Yeah, you do have a sense that it could be dangerous. But before you can react, this is where we're going to take a 5-minute break. So we're going to take a real quick bathroom break, get some water. You guys at home should get some water as well. Don't forget to enter our giveaway with #icons. We'll be doing the drawing at the end of the night at 11:30. If you're not here, I'll message you in Twitch. It's all good. Yeah, so we'll be back. Thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, welcome back to Icons by Fresh Out the Box. Not by Fresh Out the Box, by Steve Kenson, but Fresh Out the Box is playing and I'm running it. My name's Johanna and I'm the Game Master.
My name's Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host, and I'll be playing the part of Ryan Richards, aka Traveler. I am an 8-person duplicator who can also teleport within 10 city blocks and send people to the locations of my clones by touch.
I am AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. I am a tabletop role-playing game and variety video game Twitch streamer as Corbinian here on Twitch. I'm currently playing Wolfgang Aidendale, the hero from Beyond the Shadow, a mystical land of fantasy, magic, and darkness.
Hi, am Jordan, also known as Lamberta, and this evening I am known as Madame Leota Bonet, a fortune teller turned superhero.
And hi, everybody. I'm Rune. I'm nobody important on the internet, but tonight I am playing Blake Darcell, a runaway high school senior who can transform into the mighty mythical Duskwing the Dangerous. And he's still discovering everything that he can do.
Aren't we all? Don't forget to hit hashtag icons for your chance to win a copy of Icons Assemble Edition from the man himself, Steve Kenson. But yeah, so where last we left off, danger was afoot. You being Corbinian and Rune, the characters Wolfgang and Blake, are sitting on a bench in the town square as it is. It's a dirt town square with a couple benches near the woods. It's not a high traffic area, but for this part of town, for these people, it is kind of their hub. But yeah, you get this ping of awareness from the magical shield of Wolfgang. It kind of lets you know he does not notice, entranced as he is with this mysterious locket from his past. But yeah, you see a young woman watching from the woods. Maybe not necessarily you, but watching the scene.
Would you describe this young woman for me?
This young woman, from what you can see, she's dressed modernly. She's wearing all modern clothing. So she's probably, it seems like maybe she assimilated very well. It seems to be a beat up jacket, but the jacket itself doesn't seem that old. And she has like dirty blonde hair, long blonde hair.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all you can gather from this distance. She's not particularly large.
I'll kind of give like a little kick to the ankle of Wolfgang here and I'll kind of like lean over and whisper, "Check the shield, man. Check the shield. We're being watched."
You come to, your shield's vibrating a little bit.
And I am going to begin playing, as I said before, the notes of a song. And of course, I don't want to get a copyright strike against us, so we're not going to play the music. But imagine, if you will, that Blake is going to begin playing.
Welcome to the
opening
Motel
sequence.
Arizona.
No, I've got a better one. I begin playing something that these people will appreciate.
Oh, okay.
I begin playing the opening sequence by the amazing Brian May of The Prophet Song by Queen.
Okay.
Oh.
As you're doing
this is a song that, even though it's clearly, it's a modern rock song, it's got that old school medieval vibe. Like this will attract their type of people to, like, that's their music. So
yeah, people start gathering around a little bit. Go ahead, let's see how well you do this.
Sure. That's going to be willpower, correct? Plus my +1 for music.
Willpower would be good. Yeah. +1 for
Okay.
music. Yeah. It's your first actual music check. Let's do this.
Well, we'll just add the +1 and I'll roll the stat.
Yeah.
So that gives me a 15.
Okay, so the difficulty to impress these people isn't particularly high. I rolled really high, but Corbinian took offense. But you rolled really good, so you do succeed. They start gathering around. People start dancing.
Massive success. All right.
Yeah, it's a massive success. There's a bit of like a festival forming around you.
Okay.
People
I'd like
just
to
start
know
dancing.
the dirty blonde long-haired girl is one of the people attracted by the music.
No, she keeps her distance.
I'm still going to keep an eye on her surreptitiously if I can.
I'm going to use the new crowd that's developed and try to stealth my way through them and just kind of like briefly blend in, like, oh, I'm going this way, and then finding some way to break line of sight from
It's a good opportunity to do so, afforded to you by Blake. So go ahead, give me a stealthy boy. I believe that would be prowess or coordination.
I will certainly take prowess.
I feel like prowess makes sense.
Coordination is full body, I believe.
Coordination is full body. Okay, so
Yeah, prowess is more like hand-eye coordination.
that's fair.
No, you read the book.
Yeah, coordination. Yeah, coordination does sound right. That's more for moving, and you are stealthily moving. So
I believe having specialty adds +1 to the roll. Yeah.
Let me check her character sheet here.
That is correct.
And you know what? I have quite a bit of determination. I'll actually spend toward my determination that I come from the beyond the shadow. These are people. Even if we're not from the exact same homeland, I don't stand out nearly as much as I normally would. So these guys actually are a crowd I can blend into somewhat reasonably.
I like it. That'll give you a bonus. Absolutely.
So this 5 with the +1. Plus whatever the bonus is for determination.
So you get out into the woods, and you go around the tree where you saw her, and you go to confront her. What do you do?
Do I still... at this point, once I'm sneaking, and I think I'll kind of very quietly get the shield out. Actually, left arm. I'll get the... No, it's right arm was right. Get the shield out in front of me and feel if it's and point it at her to make sure she's the reason it's vibrating.
It starts vibrating pretty hard.
And draw my sword. And I point it, and I use telekinesis to basically bind her where she is to capture
When
her.
you pop around the tree, with that stealth roll, you failed.
No!
Like, full-on failed. She is not there. She is, in fact, behind you.
Fudge.
And when you turn around, she says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." You see her face and her arm, since last you saw her, have transformed into wood. And you see her resting her hand on the tree. Like she has her fist up.
The fact that she hasn't hit me is why I haven't swung back. So
she hasn't, yeah.
Like, there's a moment where I'm pointing the sword the wrong way. She's behind me. It's one of those,
Yeah.
And I just stay frozen for a second.
What do you want with me?
Good lady, I felt your presence through my shield of danger and worried you had ill intent for me.
That's a funny sentence. Sorry. You're what? She'll say, confused. You talk like one of them, but you're not from here.
Are you not from beyond the shadow?
She'll narrow her eyes at you. And then she's going to kick up off the tree and dive into the ground. She's going to burrow away.
No, wait! I kind of sort of my head at my side just kind of looking around, trying to find out where she went.
She seems to be heading off into the woods.
Was any of that at all in my view, or no?
It all happened deliberately in a stealth situation. So you might have seen flashes of them interacting, and then you just see Wolfgang.
That's fine. I keep playing my song.
I begin sprinting after her, yelling, "Wait!" Trying to get her to stop.
I knew that you knew that I knew
this crowd and playing
that
this
you
music.
were.
That the other two will find it very easy to find me.
Yeah, that's true. You guys find your busking adolescent cat person, currently just a normal man by day, playing his guitar pretty fucking well, I might add. And he kind of killed that role, so he's he's very talented. But you guys can come upon that. It is on the way to the sheriff's office.
Oh, Sheriff, that's one of our guys right there. We should go check out this concert.
Damn it, Avenging Penguin.
I'll be sipping on a large strawberry shake or malt, actually.
Avenging Penguin, I feel I need to tell you, Gary, has said she seems like a well-grounded individual.
Nice. Yeah.
So, as you were.
Me and Penguin have been keeping that chat full of puns for anybody who's getting bored at home.
I look sometimes, and it's fun. I like it.
I love them, but unfortunately my internet is not behaving well enough tonight that I can also be part of the stream.
I'm
so
ashamed.
I'm not partaking in the chat.
Yeah.
Chat box.
Sorry to hear that. I'll walk up with my strawberry malt and catch the tail end of this show.
That's good. It's a good one.
Can one of my copies be running, or two of my copies be running along with Wolfgang Aidendale?
Yeah, one of your copies could totally follow him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a copy running that way too.
They are oot and a boot,
And-
and you did say that they were like searching the grounds, so that's fair.
I'll let Madame Bonet know also that, like, oh, by the way, Aidendale's chasing something going into the woods. I'm gonna stay here and watch the show.
You just said that like it's normal. But okay.
I'm gonna go to give you a high five, and then you can be in that pursuit with the other guys. There are two me's and an Aidendale, and now you're in the wood, or sort of on the way to the woods.
All right, cool. I high five.
So Aidendale, you pursued the burrowing girl, right?
Yeah.
So it is hard to track her, but because of your shield, you are able to stay on her for a bit. Go ahead and give me a awareness check. So you are following your danger sense shield, right? You're following it deeper, and well, there's a chance she like rolls like shit, but okay, she didn't roll that bad. So, so you are pursuing this via shield vibration. You're sensing danger. Eventually, here comes Madame Bonnet popping into existence right next to some pursuing travelers that are now here with you. For those of you at home, don't get too confused. Travelers are just Gary's multiple characters that can teleport between each other. Two of his copies are following right now. So your shield starts vibrating like crazy. And you come around a corner. And you see two kids, right? One of them standing up against a tree, and the other one has a bow and arrow. And the one against the tree has an apple on his head. And your shield's like, whoa, 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 whoa. It starts vibrating real hard.
I step in front of the kid who has a apple on his head to shield him from the shot going low. Let's put it that way.
Hey, no fair. I was going to hit the apple off his head.
Young child, it is not safe to use a weapon like that against your friend. Even if you are a great archer.
I just want to be like Hawkeye, he'll say. And he'll, like, run off. The danger's past now. You got danger diverted. That's how I'm going to flavor your failure here. You were following the danger sense. You found a different kind of danger, and you saved a kid's life, or possibly an eye. Who knows? But yeah, the classic.
I give a look to those of you who followed. And is that one of the sentinels or?
I run up exhausted, out of breath, because I'm not in as good a shape as he is.
He asks you if Hawkeye is one of the Sentinel Six, and he is not.
Just in case I was one.
I'm making the MCU canon in this.
I think that's from a movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've been here long enough to know what movies are, right? I don't have to explain this to you.
No, they're like plays, but recorded on magical parchment.
That's right. I'll show you the Avengers. You'll love it.
Oh.
You'll hear chomp behind you.
There's this. You might actually like it. There's a guy in the Avengers who's kind of just like you.
The other kid's eating the apple and just like watching you guys.
Oh, sorry. I'll step out of his way. They mean to hide you?
Hey, kid,
Yeah?
don't play with sharp weapons.
I wasn't.
I'll touch him on the shoulder and send him across the woods.
Ah! You hear from like far away, ah! As this kid reappears, he'll let out a yelp.
I'll look reassuringly at Wolfgang. Don't worry, he's not that far.
He was never heard from again.
It's got dark. Although I am thankful that I did step in the way of what my shield warns me was dangerous, unfortunately I have lost the shield of danger only extends to a certain range. I am unable to track the woman of the wood. She did not seem to know of the world beyond the shadow. She seems to be a citizen of the Crossroads who was touched by it.
He did gather.
Though I did feel
some
danger.
information. Yeah.
I did feel danger radiating. Well, that is inaccurate. Don't mean to mislead. The shield warned me myself, and Darkwing were in danger. You're muted.
I was just saying, who is Darkwing?
Duskwing?
Yes.
Damn.
There you go.
It's in the range of shadow. I was close.
Sure.
I didn't say Dawnwing. That would have been bad.
Darkwing's
That's
a duck. Duskwing's a cat.
Darkwing is amazing. You can take that back.
Yes.
I mean, he's a mallard, actually.
Yes. Let's get dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
I was trying to avoid that one. Yes.
We actually had a whole Darkwing Duck thing in one of our other games, so it's fine.
Sure,
Oh.
great.
Everyone's together now, though. Blake, if you want to be, you can be here.
I'm going to finish my little, 1 8-minute long song concert.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long song. But it's
That's
a great song.
People
But I completed
will
it.
be throwing literal like bronze and silver coins at you.
I'll collect it all up on my way out because I figure I can sell that for money and I need money. So I'll collect all that stuff up and thank them all and say, thank you. Because I'm of two worlds, I adopt their persona somewhat. And I say, thank you, good people. I am glad you enjoyed my song. One day, perhaps I shall return and regale you with another fine song from this realm. And then I will, collect it all up, put my guitar back on my shoulder, and make my way into the woods, sort of away from everyone's eyesight. And after I'm sure nobody's watching me, I transform into my heroic form and take to the skies. And my flight speed is like rank 7, so I'm going to spot them from the air pretty quick.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, you actually do have a chance. It's not a high chance, but you do have a chance to reacquire the target. Go ahead and give me
I just
a
might see it. Okay.
awareness check, and I will
Sure.
counter you.
There you go.
So you see a dust cloud appear in a clearing. Near what you can see is some sort of abandoned tenement building off in the
Okay.
woods.
Then instead of finding the party, I'm actually going to attempt to stealthily fly in to that tenement area and catch them unawares.
Absolutely. Give me a coordination check.
Okay? I actually have the stealth specialty.
Excellent. Yeah, add that to it. Excellent.
I'll get to add a +1 then. Okay. So that is coordination, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Get away with you.
That gives me a 13.
I didn't roll good. So you see this
Massive
dust
success?
cloud.
That's good.
Yeah, massive success. Actually, I think. Wait, let me do the math on that real quick.
Sure. I got a 13.
Massive success is 5 or more. It's a moderate
Strong
success.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good success. It's just not like
Still good.
You see a hole in the ground near the dust cloud where you assume this person might have emerged. And then you see them kind of sitting in this like broken, it's like half the building's off the wall. She's up on the second story. kind of kicking her feet, and you can hear her talking to herself.
Does she look normal, or
She looks normal.
does she look like she's made of something else?
She looks like a normal girl.
Okay.
She's no longer wooden.
I know at my size it's unlikely, but I'm going to remain hidden and land quietly where she can't see me.
You made the roll. You do land
So
close.
I'm basically going to be like behind a wall of the broken tenements,
Mhm.
and I'm going to listen to her talking to herself and try to get a beat on what she's about. Like I'm just going to take a page, a panel, this panel, and maybe the whole page, listening to her, so I can kind of get a read on what she's about.
Yeah, she's going to say, man, that was close. They're looking for me. They must be looking for me. I came out here to get away. I just didn't want. I have to protect these people. I have to protect these people. They deserve it. They deserve to be safe. And she'll like kind of start like quietly sobbing. It's like, and then she'll say like, I deserve to be safe. And then she'll start like crying.
Okay. At that point, I'm actually going to peek my head around the corner of this wall, and I immediately say in my deep resonant voice, "Be not afraid." It's the first thing I say.
Give me a
Be not
willpower.
afraid.
Give me a willpower. Let me see how this goes.
Try to convince her not to just immediately bolt.
It's like the most terrifying thing you could say.
So
9.
this is a marginal success.
Okay. Good
So
enough.
that means it doesn't necessarily pass or fail yet. It will depend on what you say.
Okay.
She jumps to her feet.
All right.
And
I come
you
around
see,
the corner and I say, "Okay, go ahead."
you see her head do something weird. She she like shakes her head funny. Like it
Okay.
almost breaks her own neck. The speed that she turns around is weird.
Okay. I say, as I come around the corner, "Be not afraid. I am Duskwing, and I overheard you talking about how you want to keep those people safe. I assure you that I and the people I'm with, we all feel the same way, and perhaps there's simply been some sort of misunderstanding. Perhaps you've seen me on the news. I appeared with the mayor recently on stage when I and several others were officially inducted into protecting the city." And then I say, "Surely you've seen it. It's all over the interwebs."
You can talk. She looks around. She's like, I live out here. I don't have a television.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But if you look into information about Duskwing, you'll know I am not lying to you. I know my countenance is fearsome. My size is intimidating.
I'm
But
not.
I'm
not
not
afraid.
I
of
mean,
you,
I only
she'll
mean
say.
harm to those who would do harm to others.
She'll say very confidently, "I'm not afraid of you.
Good.
If you
Then,
wanted to kill me, you probably could have. I didn't hear you." And she'll look at your wings. Land.
I may actually be more than I seem, but that's why I can be so quiet. Would you mind if I contacted my friends and brought them to come meet you? I assure you, we mean you no harm.
She'll take a
Perhaps
step
they do.
backwards. I don't want to meet them. I've already met some of them if you're with who I think you are. I just want to be left alone. Let me do my duty. Let me watch from
Fair enough,
the
but then
outside.
allow me to at least put you in contact with someone who could provide you with aid. You shouldn't have to do this alone.
Sure.
I'll reach out one claw and I'll scratch Blake's phone number into the concrete.
Yeah, no problem. She'll look at it, and she'll like look at you weird because she doesn't expect you to know phone numbers. But she'll be like, okay.
Or that I can write. With
Yeah,
my
or that
claw,
you can
right?
write.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on for her right now. It does seem disconcerting to her that you are a giant talking cat. So that's, information in and of itself. Yeah. She'll take a picture with her phone, which she does have. It seems to be a smartphone.
Then I'll take my claws and rake through it so that they're illegible after that.
Nice.
I don't want to just leave Blake's.
Yeah, that's fair.
Want to have a good time? Call. No.
No. Okay. Then I'll back away back around the wall and say, I'm sorry to have disturbed you then. What may I call you?
My name is Emily.
Just Emily?
Just Emily.
Wow.
Well, I am known as Duskwing the Dangerous, but you should know I am not a danger to you.
She'll
then
like nod her head.
I will turn and lift back up into the sky and fly away.
As you're about to leave, she'll say, "Please don't tell them I'm here."
If you wish.
Thank you. And then she'll. You see her disappear anyways, though.
I'm sure she tunnels into the ground, right?
Yeah, she dives back in.
Okay.
We're gonna go back. Do you go rejoin the others now?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly up and try to spot them from the air.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Okay, then I'll come down and I will, instead of telling them, sorry it took me so long, I was doing this, I lie to them and I say, I accidentally got lost up there and went the wrong direction initially. It took me a while to find where you went.
All right, so
it's not like I'm a trained pilot.
Yeah, so we're dealing with a thing here. He's lying to you. He's lying like out of character. If you want to try to see through this lie, you can make a roll. It can be an opposed roll. But also you can just be like, okay, he's lying. It's fine. It's up to you.
Aidendale's gonna try.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Aidendale might notice something.
It's just awareness, really.
Yeah, it's awareness, and it's going to be countered by your willpower. So that's a 9.
Wow, that is a low willpower roll.
Ooh.
But what did you get for your awareness?
8.
Less than I win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so he seems to be telling the truth. Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. So yeah, I mean, the lie passes. He had trouble finding you guys, but now here he is. At this point, not all of you have met her, but Elizabeth will join you in the woods. Be like, oh, I lost you. What's going on?
Oh, good. This is the one I was gonna bring you guys to meet. This is their, I don't know, your sheriff, your marshal, your... she's running things around here. She said she's willing to let us help them. Right.
Oh. Goodly sheriff. Well met.
Well met. She'll say like pleasant, like, native language and whatnot.
I'll lie down on the ground and fold my big paws in front of me and pull my wings in close to show that I'm not a threat. And I'll say, "Greetings, ma'am."
She doesn't second glance you as much as you would expect her to, but she'll bow as well. Like, oh.
Seeing her and seeing that I'm standing among friends, I finally sheathed my sword and just kind of let my shield rest in my arm.
But yeah, shall we continue to our journey's end?
Right. Sheriff's office.
Right.
Police station.
Yes. That place.
Good.
Everybody, hands in the middle.
Oh, right.
And we'll be at the police station. There's another me waiting out front by the bike rack, just leaned up, sitting there.
Elizabeth will, she'll look around, concerned.
You said we were coming to the police station, so I sent one of me over here to wait.
I do not like being teleported, not after the fracture.
Oh, you are not gonna like me.
She'll laugh. She'll actually laugh. So, yeah, come on inside. So it has the words sheriff freshly painted on the glass. It's a full glass window, glass door, not the most secure. There's a desk. It seems to be her desk. And then there's a holding cell that right there that can hold 2 or 3 people at most. And then there's a bathroom.
I love this.
It's almost
rustic...
like a little old west sheriff office.
It is an old, yeah. It's a recently refurbished, old timey sheriff's office.
It's exactly as I walk in. I love this rustic feel. I'm just gonna pop a squat.
I strangely feel familiar with this sort of place. I look at the jail cell briefly and then...
That's concerning.
Something you gotta tell us there?
Somehow I get the feeling that wouldn't be a good idea.
Elizabeth will like smirk, like she thinks that's funny, because she's like, she's not really a sheriff. She's just, I mean, legally she is, but she's not like
In
those
her
other
mind,
guys.
she hasn't really earned it yet, right? I'll just say, is there room enough in here for me, or should I shrink?
You're fine as you are.
Okay.
She'll like second glance you at the shrinking part, but then she'll be like, "Yeah, you're fine." So yes,
Just don't extend your wings rapidly. I think I'll be all right. I glance worryingly.
And don't try to make this room any bigger.
No, do
I'm
not.
I pull my wings in tight and give y'all plenty of space.
I just imagined an Incredible Hulk moment of, "Rah," and then just kind of, woof.
Last time you made a room bigger, it got smaller.
so we
I'm still working on that.
I have my police reports here about the incidents. I also have, we still have some of them on ice, as you would say, in an improvised cold storage, if you are interested.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to be. You don't have to look at the dead bodies if you don't want to. It's fine.
I mean, I'd prefer to start with the paper and then see what I can get from that first.
Haha, gotcha. It's just pictures of dead bodies. No. There are crime scene photos. She'll share the information with you guys. You guys have made all the necessary checks and balances and talks to ingratiate yourself with her. So she does share information willingly.
Is there a coroner's report for these bodies already?
There is.
Okay.
There is. It's weird though. It's written like an old timey medical journal. And it's like they like measured all. I mean, they still do measure all the organs and stuff, but it's just weird. It's all handwritten. There's no worksheet. Like they wrote in everything in like a journal sheet.
They should do cocaine about it.
Yeah. It's it's fun. The photos are good though. So, but you don't have to spend too much time on it. So essentially, the gist of it, the first murder, the victim, savagely killed, and then the assailant very cleanly self-ended. Same with the second one. These started about 3 weeks ago. And there's been about one a week. And there hasn't been a killing in a week. The most recent one was a little different because the victim defended themselves. Actually got some good licks in, took a chunk out of the assailant, and then Elizabeth, the sheriff, actually is the one that took them out. The victim did not die immediately. The victim died later. Elizabeth almost was able to save somebody, but unfortunately not.
Does it look like they... how do I phrase this? Does this look like a power-induced attack, or is it a more mundane, like a sword, a bat?
We're
a
talking
really strong
bullets,
punch?
swords, claws,
or thunderbolts.
So, just like the preliminary, what the coroner says is that these were all done by stabbing. But go ahead, while you're doing this, give me an intelligence check here. First one of the game. Huzzah. Rude. Not me.
No, my character does not understand any of that crap. He's
Yeah.
an idiot. So.
You don't understand criminal pathology? That's fine. Who does?
He only knows what he's seen on TV.
I have a decent intellect, but I probably will need assistance knowing the modernisms. But I'm fairly smart. I might be able to figure it out.
Did you already roll?
I have not yet.
Okay.
I'll actually take away a determination to make sure I don't have mixing up systems. Sorry, I can't do that because I don't know how I'd get it. I don't have a really good reason for it to say that, so I'll just roll straight.
Do any of your qualities apply?
Not in this case, no, I don't think so. At best, to learn to seek to do doesn't really apply in the way I worded it. That's different.
So you're not going to pick up a lot of the, like, the subject was a 41-year-old white male from a single-parent family, middle child. You're not going to get any of that stuff. But you are going to get, all the killings are very similar. They are all stab wounds, multiple stab wounds. And the weapons are all things that were available in the area. It doesn't seem, none of these seem premeditated. They all seem like crimes of passion.
Yeah, it wasn't like someone was walking around with a sword or something like that, or their favorite knife. They grabbed something sharp.
They grabbed something from nearby. Yes, it was always something handy. That's the thing that you glean from these.
Like
you look at all the
gardening
murder weapons
or whatever.
Yeah, like one of them. Yeah, sure. One of them was a trowel. One of them was a kitchen knife, and the final one, we'll say, was like a novelty flag. Like
the victims do their assailants?
Yes.
Do we get that part out of this? Okay.
Yes. Everybody. I mean, everyone knows everyone around here. It's a pretty small community, but yes, they all were close to each other. No signs of forced entry. Nothing like that.
Given the conduct of the people here, and given that the reports we spoke with, me and Duskwing, were able to glean that these people were. This is a sudden occurrence as well.
Yeah, it started about 3 weeks ago, and they don't know what to do about it.
I would almost hazard to say that these people, because I don't think that's inherent in our nature as people beyond the shadow, that, well, not like I say that with certainty, but we don't seem to be a place of darkness and demons, per se, like in your stories. We're not the consumers of worlds.
But it's very...
It's not the norm.
It's not like you don't have demonic overlords loading over your every move. There's not like dark wizards everywhere. They exist, but they are rare. It's not. Yeah, it's a pretty nice world.
I would hazard to say that these people are being compelled through magical means or through some power, either an item like something I'm wielding or a power inherent in themselves. Whether that's someone beyond the shadow doing this to them or someone. Not to be accusatory, but I'm exploring all options. This could be someone of the Crossroads of Earth who may be targeting those beyond the shadow as a threat and using us to attack ourselves.
That's what I thought at first. I thought our people on our side were manipulating the newcomers, but it seems like something more than that. It does seem like something maybe arcane or magic that's over my head.
Oh, magic isn't a thing in your world. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Powers are a thing, but magic isn't a thing. It wasn't anyway.
It sounds to me like maybe we could use the talents of a seer or someone who can reputedly see things beyond what other people can see. Does anyone know anybody like that?
I look happily at the soothsayer. Like I'm excited.
Why are you looking at me?
Aren't you a psychic?
Aren't you a psychic? A soothsayer?
About that.
The one that's over there, yeah.
I know you possess some real power because I've seen you use telekinesis or whatever, the Force. Actually, that's a giveaway to people, and like y'all know that I'm Blake, but this other woman won't. But it might be a giveaway to her that I use the term the Force, right?
Yeah. No, but, that reference goes completely over her head.
But are you saying that actually seeing events from far away or other times is not technically one of them?
You're correct. That's sweet.
I love that you're playing a fake psychic in a superhero game. It's
I'm gonna
really
be like,
funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah, that's a good cover-up. I was thinking you could have made a career throwing things with your mind, but this way, no one expects it.
Yeah. I actually stand up and walk a little closer to you and wrap an arm around you and give you a little gentle hug with a pat on the shoulder.
A big cat puts his big paw on your shoulder.
I'm like, I'm here for you if you need to talk to someone.
As an animal lover,
I'm still counting on your help. I'm still counting on your help to understand the magic that I can wield. Maybe you can guide me through doing something that can help us find out what's going on.
I wish I could help, but my power's really easy to use. Sorry.
Yeah. For everyone, for a recap and for the people at home, this world has 3 power origins that are known currently. One is Gary's character. There were very few superhumans before the event, but they did exist in very small numbers, and he is a legacy of that. The second is people altered by the fracture, and then the third are people from Otherworld, which is a magical realm of far-flung fancy. And so, yeah, those are the 3 origins in this world currently.
So you want to say technological, mutation, and magic?
Essentially.
Goodly Sheriff, do you have in your community, in your settlement within the city, I shrug like I can't think of a better word for it, do you have a sorceress or wizard in your number?
Not as such.
Oh.
We have, I mean, all of us have low level understanding of such things as you do, but we don't have. I guess the sorcerers were strong enough to not be uprooted when the fracture occurred.
Sounds like they planned the whole thing, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Well,
she'll think about, like, you can tell that she's thinking about that. Like, yeah, maybe.
Beware of casting doubt upon those who have yet to sin. And then I look surprised, like I feel like I quoted someone and I don't know who.
When you do that, she'll snap her feet together and put her shoulders up and lower her head and drag a hand across her collar.
all right. Well, I would like to invoke another one of my qualities. I'd like to spend a determination point
Yeah,
for
go
it.
ahead. Hell yeah, spend
Okay.
that determination.
All right. I expend a determination point, and I get up and I say to the group, I need to use the little kitty's room. And I go walking out the front door, like I fumble with trying to open it with just the fingertips of my paws. But I get the door open and I go squeezing out of it. And as soon as I'm away from the group, I don't realize I'm doing this in character, but I'm a weirdness magnet. Strange things just come to me. Anything strange will. Like, that's just part of my nature.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to go stepping out and walking around thinking about, okay, where can I go to use the bathroom without being seen by anybody? And something strange, controlled by you, Jahan Anan, RDM, can happen that can further the plot or not, as you will. But I expended determination to activate my feature.
Absolutely. You go off behind. You're like in an alleyway, taking a leak as a cat, as one does. And you'll hear some people talking nearby. Talking about, one of them's talking about, hey, yeah, how you been today? I haven't gotten a chance to relax, a chance to lay back. Hadn't had a chance to come see you. How you been? How's the business? You don't hear a response. Tom, you feeling all right? Then you hear, oh my god! And then you hear like stuff happening.
Okay, so is this like on the other side of a wall where I'm peeing in the alley? Or?
Yeah, you're peeing in the alley, and it's happening like on the other side of a building that is like not yet found a function. It's an empty building.
Okay, so they're inside that building or all the way on
They're on the
far
other side of the building. It's not a big one.
Okay.
It's like a standalone, like roughly the size of, like, you know how all pawn shops are like the same shape? It's like roughly that big.
So I could actually just go over it and land by them
You could.
if I wanted with my amazing flight speed. Okay, then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to, finish my business, and in my panel, for my action panel, I come flying up and over the building at massive rate of speed, and I'm rushing into the both of them to sort of identify which one of them is the aggressor and slam him down to the ground without harming him.
So you see one of them's like no, and then the other one is the bigger of the two He's holding a piece of rebar.
Okay. Can I get there before him? Do you wanna,
So
look up
go ahead
initiatives, or-
and yeah, we'll roll initiative.
Okay. And that's a coordination test,
Yeah.
is that right? Okay, so I've got a 9.
They do go first.
Shit. Okay. Then I would like to go out of order and interpose.
You wanna
Like, I
interpose?
won't get my turn, but I'm going to actually come
You
slamming
can
down in
do
between
that. So
and
for
interpose. And I am choosing
Oh.
to take the... remember those defense options we talked about
Yeah.
before? My reaction is going to be to take that evade... Oh, not evade, but block action.
yeah, sure. So you interpose. You're going to lose your next action, but you are able to defend yourself from this attack that's incoming. So it's just seemingly a person with rebar coming to cludge you. So they're using a prowess attack. I rolled too many dice. My bad.
Okay.
I thought we were playing 3d6 system.
He gets a +2 on his check, and I roll a normal block.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll that block.
Okay, let me see. That is resisted with my strength 9. So let me roll that.
Yeah, you can block those with strength, that's true.
Sorry, I'm trying to bring up the correct
No, you're
thing
good.
where I can roll. Okay, so that's going to give me a 14 on the block.
Really?
Yeah, I have +9 strength.
Well, I, having made this a tie, so it's a
Then that's a nominal.
it's a
success.
marginal success.
Slam me for his normal damage, right? He hits
Yeah.
me for normal damage, basically.
Is it full or is it like half?
It's half if I beat him by 1.
Okay,
But since we're even, he gets normal damage
and the damage is going to be his strength.
plus the weapon if there's a bonus, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's much of one.
Probably a +1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Plus one for like a rebar, yeah.
So,
Well, if he can't do more than you don't roll that though. It's just literally compared against
Yeah.
my damage resistance of 9. If he isn't higher damage than a 9, he can't hurt me anyway.
it is a 7.
Yeah, he just bounces off my tie.
Burn.
Incredibly tough hide and muscle.
Absolutely. He gives you a look. It's not the zombified look of a mind-controlled person. It is a fierce anger.
Rage.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be like, stop! What are you doing? This is your friend, right?
What are you supposed to be? It'll say.
It or him?
It, him, whatever.
I am Duskwing the Dangerous. And then I give out a mighty roar, so loud that people can hear it for blocks around.
Probably.
All
I'm
my
not going to
friends.
argue that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, you guys do
including
hear...
all my friends in the police station.
You guys hear a full-on Thundercat roar.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Well, if there's
Thunder,
no searchlight in the sky, it doesn't count.
Thundercats, ho! Only no. It's a
Yeah, I'm the one with the sword. Get it right. Jeez.
yes, but is it the Sword of Omens?
No, sadly. That's a different power. I'd probably start racing toward the roaring of... There's only so many cat people who roar that loud in the city, so...
That's exactly right.
What are you talking about? There's like 20, says John.
Hey, Casualty, is one of your guys around nearby?
There's definitely one out front of the police station, so I could certainly bamf us from the upstairs to the front door without having to wait for an elevator or go downstairs. which
It's a one-story building.
Oh, well, never mind.
I
I
was
could save us walking through a door single file.
the most unnecessary.
You can
teleport.
avoid everybody the unnecessary thing of trying to go through the door all at the same.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We don't have to wait and do that. We're just all outside now. That's not bad.
But yeah, so you guys are running to the scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Duskwing. So you lose your turn. So you're going to be attacked again. Do you actually have damage resistance, or is it?
I actually have 9 damage resistance.
Damn,
It's part of my transformation.
that's so crazy.
It gives me 9 strength and 9 damage resistance.
Oh yeah, because you have a high skill in it. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My transformation actually just makes me that strong and tough.
That is yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, no, superheroes should be pretty hard to hit with rebar.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm like Hulk level. I mean, at rank 9, I'm like Hulk level.
Yeah, rank 9 is really high.
High.
So this guy is going to attempt to get around you and kill the one that he was fighting.
Okay, I'm still interposing, so...
You're going to interpose again. Yeah, no problem. So
Yeah.
he
You might get critical.
essentially you get you just get in the way and it messes up his attack. He doesn't make the attack. So it's going to be a lot of that. He's going to be trying to get past you to kill this guy. And you're going to be stopping. He can't really do much to you. But you know what? He's going to realize that he can't hurt you. So something happens. This you see this person that's coming at you. Suddenly the eyes the evil ill intent eyes, they kind of move forward and the body moves backwards. But as that happens, you hear like this like you know when you get sweaty and you're on like a leather couch kind of thing, you hear this pull apart as a person steps forward from within them. This person is wearing a like all black kind of like leather number, not BDSM leather, fantasy leathers. It's very easy to spot. It looks like
Mark
LARP
leather
gear.
armor.
Yeah, and they have a high chitin collar that covers their mouth. They have these orange eyes that you saw from within the person, and they have long black hair.
Well, there's clearly a case of possession going on here then. Or something. Or shapeshifting.
You should not have interfered. So I think it takes the whole page for that to happen. During that time, or not the whole page, it takes a panel. Well, I guess the page is around, but whatever. I'm getting off the point. It is your turn. You do get a turn.
Okay.
You do get a chance here.
What was it he exactly said to me again? He said I should not have...
You should not have interfered.
Okay. Then I'm going to say back to him in my deep resonant
actually,
voice.
as the person steps out of the body, the voice is now much more feminine.
Okay. Now, I got a question. The body that he's stepping out of, is it fine or is it dead or what?
It's hard to tell. It is unconscious, and it does, like its head does go whack when it hits the ground. Like, it's not pleasant.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was just wondering if he was, like, animating a dead body or if he is stepping out of a person that he was controlling psychically. Like, I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, it is hard to tell just from...
I just don't know.
Yeah. You don't smell a dead body, so that's good.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I will. If I'm going to get an action to attack, then
yeah, you get an
I'm going to actually attempt to just bash the hell out of him. I'm going to try to knock him out. I'm going to hit him as hard as I can with a knockout.
Absolutely.
Blow. So that's going to be my prowess against his coordination or prowess, his choice.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to roll. I'm not going to roll 3 dice this time, Jahan. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to roll.
All right, I got a 10.
I'm not supposed to roll 1. Right. All right. So as what's your attack look like?
Well, it's basically bringing up a great big paw and smacking it down on him real hard, like a big slap with no claws.
Very calmly, very precisely, she just steps to the side.
So she evades.
She does, yeah, but in a very calm and like methodical manner.
Sure.
that's when. So everyone else gets there now. Everyone else can enter the initiative order now. You guys.
So
all
how badly
see-
did I fail? Out of curiosity,
Ah,
with that attack.
let's see. I guess.
And does she get to do damage to me because she beat my roll?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing.
Like she may get half damage against me or something. I don't know.
What did you got a 10?
I had a 10. Yeah,
That is a major failure.
it's a major failure.
It's a major
Okay, she
failure.
gets to do her full damage to me.
She gets to do
I
an
mean, if
attack.
that's not more than a 9, it won't even hurt me. But you know,
Realizing that she can't hurt you, she won't try.
Oh,
gotcha. In other words, she doesn't deal enough damage to harm me, but she could have otherwise.
Yeah,
Got
she could have done something.
Okay, got it. Noted.
She's very, very fast. I'm glad she dodged because you're scary. Jordan, you got a 3 plus your coordination. And then what'd you get? Corbinians?
Bang.
6. 11.
I rolled 11s.
All right, so it's very clear. Is your coordination high, Jordan?
She has a 4.
It's a 4,
Oh.
so it's a 7.
Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah. So you go before Wolfgang. Okay, cool. So it's gonna be here's the turn order. Let me lay it on you. Shit, I forgot Rune's initiative number, but that's okay.
Yeah, mine's a 9.
Okay, so it goes mysterious person, then Gary, then Rune, and then Jordan, and then Corbinian. So make a willpower check to contest me, Rune.
A willpower test. Okay.
Yes.
What is she doing to me? A spell or something? Or
She walks forward into your body.
well, that's a problem.
ah, well, all right then. I got a good roll though.
You did. It is a major success.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's her. She's good at doing that thing. So, you guys run around the corner and you watch this gothic LARPer step into Duskwing. Duskwing, I'm sorry, but you are now under the effects of control.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, Duskwing will let out a mighty roar. And that's it. That's all Duskwing does. Go ahead, Gary.
I
Traveler.
think we found our culprit. It's just gonna be a frame of me standing there with my head down, just like shit. This is gonna hurt. And clones, my duplicates, like 5 of us run in down the street and from different alleyways, all to run into encircle Duskwing, the now tormented Duskwing.
a bunch of Traveler just they just run at Duskwing. Do they do anything?
Yeah, they'll start punching him.
What's your strength?
It's a 3.
Okay. We don't. Well, I guess you could roll really well, right? No, not with damage.
did.
Well, technically, if he rolls a massive success on the attack roll, he can still score like slams
Okay.
or whatever, but he can't actually harm me physically. He just causes me to like get knocked down and stuff.
All right, Gary. Make 8 prowess checks really quick.
Actually, I don't need to.
Or,
Make,
no, 7. Sorry.
I don't need to make 7 either. A duplicate just gets to assist their duplicates for free.
Okay.
Like if you're working together, you get a +2 or something.
Cool.
And I rolled pretty low. I only rolled an 8 altogether, which I know does not do it. I'm just trying to mostly be in the way.
Yeah, let me check Duskwing's stats. Yep. All right. Yep, you did not hit me. I'm sorry I mind controlled your character, Rude.
It's okay.
No, you
Would you
take
say that
back.
was a major or massive success?
Which one?
The mind control result.
What did you get again?
Was that major or
It was
massive?
major. It was a major success.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's Rune's turn, unfortunately. Well, I guess he goes when I go now. All right. Hey, multiple man. What happens when one of you dies?
Another one appears.
Cool.
And the reason for that is, for anybody at home who's like, what the hell did he just say? I have the constant limit on duplication.
Yeah.
So there is always another duplicate.
So boom. Make a defense attack or defense of some kind against a Duskwing Paw.
You can either evade or you can block or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to try to evade.
Or dodge.
Okay, evade's going to be a coordination.
I've rolled a 9.
I have gotten... You have a 6, I believe. I got a 10. So you have it's a moderate failure on your part. So I guess moderate success on my part. So I do hit you. You take my strength and damage.
9 damage, yeah.
Which in my alter form, yes, is a 9.
Excuse me?
You take 9.
Where does that go? To stamina?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Okay, so you guys watch as Duskwing just murdered, like just right in the chest. You hear like his heart stop, and he's like, and he just drops down dead, mauled. One of the travelers is dead, and then another one.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Keep it up. Let's keep going.
You'll see Duskwing with these now orange, fiery eyes. Look at that with interest. But yeah. Oh, sorry. I need to tell you who's next. That is Jordan. Oh no! Her camera, right when it was her turn. I'm gonna shoot over to my friend Corbinian here. Corbinian, go ahead.
Crap.
Yeah, Lambertra's been having some issues tonight. Oh, is she back?
Any
Hi.
technical difficulty that could occur this evening has occurred to me, guys.
Yeah, no, it's been happening to a few of us. It's totally cool. It is your turn.
Okay, here's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to use my cosmic power, and I decided that it's like light beams, to try and blast this person out of Rune.
Ooh, interesting. There is a way to do that, actually. Isn't there? There's a way. Yeah, go ahead and give me the attack. I believe for Pew Pew. I actually think that is it a blast? Does it say?
Yeah,
If it's a blast,
Yeah,
I think it's prowess.
that's my understanding of it. It's a blast. So I roll my d6 plus my prowess, right?
Yes. Let me see here.
The attack roll would be rolled with, is it a ranged attack? I'm sorry, is it blasting or is it lethal? Like penetrating like lasers?
I think it's blasting.
Like, is it more stun
Yeah.
damage or is it more lethal damage?
I think it's more stun damage.
Okay, then that's going to be a blast attack, yeah.
Yeah, blast.
Which is going to be rolled with your... let me see here. Hold on, I
No,
just
there's
lost
a
it.
way.
I believe you attack with prowess. And then your rank of your power is the damage value. Or the effect value of the special
There
effect
we
you're
go.
creating.
So, hang on.
So what you
Trying to
can
roll 20 on
do,
my phone, and it's not great.
what you can do. So in order, you can spend determination to remove qualities, and the control is a quality. So if you want to spend a point of determination and blast this person out of Rune's character, you can.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and just spend a determination. I believe you got a 4 plus what was your Prowess? Sorry.
Prowess is a. Hang on. This looks terrible on my phone, guys. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I believe,
We've been there.
It's okay. I can help if you
believe
want.
so. Yeah,
Your
please,
prowess
thank
is
you,
also
Rune.
4, so you have an 8
That's
to
what I
attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
No
get
problem,
out of
happy to
the
help.
way as Mr. So, unfortunately, Duskwing skedaddles. So you and Duskwing just like flaps his wings, and you blast the corpse of the ex-traveler. You're like, ah, no! Since there's lots of him and they can die, I'm going to use it for comedy. So,
Yep.
but no,
Okay,
it was a
this way-
solid.
This
attack.
way, y'all get to see how lethal Duskwing actually is.
Yeah,
Exactly right.
Duskwing's pretty dangerous. That's why I was happy it was you that got possessed. Corbinian, Adelaide.
I am going to I'm gonna run forward and stand before the Duskwing, and I let my shield and sword kind of hang at my sides, and I hold my arms out like this, like over my head, and then I am going to invoke my quality with the determination of I come from beyond the shadow.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt a willpower stunt, because I actually have a supernatural level of willpower, to try to convince him to possess me. I am a hero of your land. To show your might, you must prove yourself. Otherwise, you are merely a weakling before the mighty.
Give me that willpower.
Bang.
That is a. Ooh, that's a massive success, sir. And it is now this person's turn. They will look at you, and what you're saying is true, and that was a pretty good. You figured out a bit of the situation pretty well. That was pretty clever. You see them like leap out of Duskclaw as Duskclaw kind of crashes into the roof. They leap out of his flying cat body right into you. Go ahead. Now there's actually going to be you're going to make a defense against my mind control.
I am going to, it's willpower, I am going to spend another determination. Thank you, everybody, for giving me boons. That really helps. I'm going to spend toward the quality of the way of honor to learn to seek to do. Like, I had to sacrifice myself. Hopefully I'm not dead, but sacrifice myself to save the young man in front of me.
I am going to use a GM point to activate
no.
my quality of absolute control.
Well, fine. I will add my +1 for mental resistance. I never knew it was going to come up, but hey.
Hell yeah! No, that's a cool thing to have.
That is great.
I'm glad I have that. So that is a total of +3 to the +2 because I spent, and then +1 because of resistance. So total of, oh god, I didn't even look. That's 17? 4 + 3 is 17.
Great
Yes.
roll, man.
So what happens is she goes into you, and then you're like, "Ah!" and you shake her, and she gets blasted out. She's gonna see this. She's gonna look around, and she is going to bolt. Before
Did she already use her action trying to control Corbinian,
she
though?
used her main action, but she can still move. She's going to begin to run away. And before you can take up the chase, that is.
Can I do one last frame? Can I do one last frame? I'm gonna like look up. I'm gonna put my hand on Duskwing and look up at him all bloodied and beat the shit and be like, "Go get him." And then there's going to be 2 Duskwings. As
You
I
duplicate
touch
Duskwing?
and use my power, I duplicate him, and that's the last frame.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's where we're gonna have to call it. Tune in next Wednesday at 8:30 to 11:30 Central Standard to see the adventures in the Crossroads and our heroes, the disciples of the Sentinels 6. We shall do our before we go. we're going to do our drawing, because we do giveaways here on Fresh Out the Box. So it is now closed.
Who's going to win it?
And we shall see who wins it.
So excited.
Hell
Somebody's
yeah.
going to win a game.
I think that
Are any of my people from the that I invited still here, or did they all leave?
Some of them left. The winner is Aqua Punk.
I knew it. I knew it.
Great name.
Aqua Punk. Aqua Punk,
I
if you were
proposed a villain
here,
named Aquapunk.
if you were here, we shall. I'll send you the code later and tell you how to redeem it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have been the Game Master Johanan at RockFact on Twitter and at Johanan1 on TikTok.
I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG, and you can find me and Jahan playing tabletop games and board games every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8-ish until 11-ish on twitch.tv/Johanan, also on our YouTube and our Facebook, which are all fresh out the box. We also have a podcast called Fresh Out the Podcast. We talk about movies and video games and streaming shows and all sorts of things that are relevant and coming out and things that we like that you probably want to hear us talk about. So follow us on Fresh Out the Podcast at all places podcasts are available. And thank you for spending your Wonder Wednesday with us and our superhero friends.
And I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me here on Twitch under Corbinian. I do stream things right early in the morning, on and off during the week, Monday through Friday generally. You have to kind of catch me where you can. But my normal times where you can reliably catch me is on Wednesdays about 3 hours before the start of this stream, where I do Cyberpunk Red with some very adventurous people, let's put it that way. And on Saturdays, I run Star Trek Adventures with some Klingons out for honor and dueling each other endlessly and then setting space on fire. It's a story. But yes, you can find me if you want to know when those things are happening or when I think something cool's happening, like these people doing cool stuff. That is at ElectricBit CHSR.
Jordan, you can find me at Lambertra. I play tabletop. I talk about pop culture stuff. I'm kind of all over the place. Just figure out where I am and figure out what's happening.
And my name is Riley. I'm known online as Rune. You can't find me online anywhere because I don't have any of that stuff. I just love playing games, and superhero games are my absolute favorite. And if anybody ever has any questions about any of them, come to me. I'm happy to help. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a great night, everyone. Stay fresh.